Why she say something about divesting?
What what I was going to say is, along with Parrish's comment and also Ali's comment, when we're talking about the experience of women, you cannot negate the fact that, like you said, let go, there is trauma there, where a lot of the homes that we come from are broken homes as well. And I'm not going to speak to everyone's experience, but a lot of my experience, as well as a lot of my friends and family members, a lot of them did not have fathers in their house, and a lot of them had absent fathers in their homes. So I feel like, for us to like blame women for being victims to their circumstances, especially when it comes to sexual assault, and like and like when we have these type of conversations, it's not about like, oh, the mother brought him in. There's so many incidents and cases where a woman can have a boyfriend and be sexually assaulted by her boyfriend. Think like this is a real thing. Like I feel like we live in, especially the Black community, we live in this bubble of just like taboo of like rape culture. And like I don't want to get too deep with this, but I feel like we a lot of times these homes that we come from, we're breeding women who then goes and looks for the same thing that she grew up with in men. So it's not always it's not a fault to a woman, like you're to blame, like take accountability, get a shave on, take up. No, like how about like we start from the rooter to the tutor and discuss how important it is for Black men to stay in the family arrangement, marry the woman, give the woman the last name, and raise the kids together so that we can avoid these experiences in the future.
Facts. Totally agree.
Wait, Mr. Lego, because I know you was going to say something. I had
I
something to
just
say.
want to say facts.
Um,
And then
I
I
know
wanted
you're going to be a cheerleader.
to.
It's fine. You do that. My response to when Nicole said, first of all, I actually agree with you, right? Like we should have some form of self-awareness of the part that we play. But I hate how we always talk about the household. And what we forget to acknowledge is the socialized conditioning. We cannot keep omitting the peership that comes in what is happening, because I'm from a two-parent household, Precious from a two-parent household, Case from two-parent household. In this particular dynamic, we not anomalies. In any other dynamic, we are anomalies. So you know what's happening? We are becoming conditioned and socialized to accept the same things that are happening around us. Although we see what we come from, we cannot negate that. Learning how to fight men, you may not have grew up with that, but you got homegirls that put their hands on men. So where you think you got the bad behavior from? Or snooping. You ain't seen your mama go through no man's phone, but you done heard somebody do it, and you done found the social conditioning. Some of these women are saying that they ain't never been cheated on. Some of these women are saying that they ain't never been abused, this, that, and the third, but they can tell you straight up and down what's happening with other people as if they've been in those situations or walked them shoes, and they can tell it to you so passionate, and it's never been their experience because your peership is influencing you, the people that is around you. And while we sit here and we speak a lot of times about what's happening with the baby mamas, okay, at the end of the day, there are 50% of Black men who don't have children. But guess what? Those same other 50%, they are being conditioned to know how to co-parent. They're being conditioned to know how to grow up and be in the household without a woman, without a man. They're being conditioned to know how to grow up the same way and break up a household. So you can't get away from this shit, regardless. Even if you feel like you are the exception to the rule, you cannot get away from it. At the end of the day, it does come on both people who are mutually involved to say, you know what? I accept the part that I played in this situation. And we always talk about the parent that stayed like they can't be ridiculed. A lot of these mothers are making some fucking menaces to society. And until you guys want to address Black women and hold them accountable for the demons that are coming out of their household, we're not going to get nowhere. Because a lot of these men, they know how to be a good man to their mama. They don't know how to be a good man to you. And until you want to talk about the parent that stayed, we're not going to get nowhere. You can't even have your household ran because you too worried about saying something about Black women feeling like we being attacked. But the reason why you can't get nowhere is because all his money going to his motherfucking mama. You ain't supposed to get your money and raise her to get out the hood. You're supposed to get your money so you can start your own family and cultivate your garden so you can go ahead and move. That's what you're supposed to do. So while we sitting here trying to make it seem like, right, we can't justify some of this shit or whatever the case may be, at the end of the day, we all play a part. And these men, another thing, stop saying these men need mentors, this, that, and the third. It's plenty of well-to-do Black men walking around our communities just because they weren't in your household. Stop talking about men like they weren't in the community as coaches. They weren't in the community cutting the grass. They weren't in the community going to the student council, the town hall meetings in the city. They weren't in the community being pastors, deacons. These men are around. There are some well-to-do Black men that are around, that are married, that have their household, and they didn't just help their household, they helped other people's household. And I know because my daddy was one of them. So while we sit here and talk about when nobody in the household, the light bill ain't just start being due, and rent ain't just start being due. Your mama was having somebody help her. Because the same way we say we ain't never got no money magically when school came around, and magically when Christmas came around, she ain't had no money. But she made it work. And then income taxes season hit and y'all was balling because it was a man around. So we got to stop lying too. Like having a man in the house was just such a detriment because you didn't have no father figure right there with you every day. When we knew it was men in the community, some of us actually can reach out and go to and get assistance from.
All facts.
I just want to say this. I just want to say this. And I wasn't going to speak again on the topic, but I need women who have been sexually assaulted. I need women who haven't had a father in the home and haven't had that example, not to vilify the women who actually see the need of a man, who see the importance of a man and actually admit to your trauma instead of saying, well, why does everything have to be, the man and then the woman? You got to be real with you. Yes. Your story and what's going on with you is not the same as what's going on with everyone else. And the same with the people who are for marriage or who do see the significance of it. I think that a lot of times when we have these panels, a lot of people get up here with their trauma. A lot of people have not recognized what's going on in their life. A lot of people have not faced what's going on in their life. And these conversations are triggering for those people. These conversations bring up the things that you don't face because it's like, I keep hearing this. I keep hearing this. I keep hearing this. And instead of saying maybe there is some validity to it, you can't see the validity because there may be trauma, because there may be things that you're just not facing. And that's okay because everybody has their own timing and how they do what they do. But at the end of the day, be real about it. Be real and say, you know what? I didn't have that example. I don't have that point of view because I wasn't raised with a father. And so this is what I've been seeing. This is my experience. But to vilify someone because they want to do things the right way and the way that builds community again, because if we're going to have a whole bunch of 30-year-olds just single, just walking the earth, no real plan for family, no real plan to actually come together again, this same happy life you living right now, in 10, 15 years, you're going to wish that you weren't saying, oh, I'm happy right now. Because have you seen what's going on in the news? Do you know what's going on the earth? It's real out here. It is real out here. So be happy, live your life, but be honest about where you are in life emotionally and your mental state. Because at the end of the day, it may be sweet now, but when things hit the fan, when shit hit the fan, yeah, you gonna wish that you had somebody to cover you and protect you.